They say you can judge a man by his shoes, and honestly, they're not wrong. Today, I'll introduce you to 6 absolute classics that will have you looking sharp in any situation. A carefully curated shoe collection is the foundation of any stylish wardrobe. While a lot of people get lost chasing the latest trends, truly stylish men invest in timeless pieces. The kind of shoes that looked great 10 years ago and will still look great 10 years from now. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through 6 elegant shoe styles every man should know, and why they've been trusted by style icons for decades. And by the way, for every pair you'll see in the video, I've linked several alternatives in the video description, covering a range of price points, so there's something for every budget. We're structuring the video exactly the way I wish someone had explained things to me when I first got into dressing better. Nice and easy, one step at a time. We'll start with styles that feel a bit sportier and more familiar, and then gradually move forward to the more elegant end of the spectrum. Let's dive in. First up, yacht loafers, or summer walks depending on what you like to call them. These were introduced by Loro Piana back in 2005 to fill a very specific gap. They wanted an elegant, lightweight loafer that could still handle summer heat without looking sloppy. Loro Piana described them as the refined, elevated version of the traditional boat shoe, and I'll touch on the boat shoe story later on too. Beyond that, yacht loafers are still a relatively young design, but thanks to the old money trend, they exploded in popularity and quickly became a go-to status symbol at Mediterranean resorts and yacht clubs around the world. They represent Italian elegance mixed with functional nautical flair. And what makes them especially interesting is that they sit at the intersection of two worlds. They're at the very polished end of sneakers, but also the most casual end of loafers. In other words, they're the perfect bridge when you want to look sharp but not overly dressed up. The pair I'm wearing today is a beautifully made version crafted from premium suede with a stitched up cup sole. Tough, durable, and exactly what you want for a shoe like that. As always, you'll find a bunch of alternatives in the video description below. Different styles and different price points, so you can find the right fit for your wardrobe and budget. And now, how do we style them? The most laid-back way, with swim shorts and a t-shirt. Super chill. You want to step it up a little? Swap the t-shirt for a linen shirt and you're ready for the beach club. Or are you going out for a relaxed summer dinner? Long linen trousers, Oxford or linen shirt. Stylish, but still easy. If you're after something a little less summery, but still relaxed, jeans and a crisp white shirt. You can even throw a blazer on top to really sharpen things up. And yes, yacht loafers even work with a casual summer suit, bringing that relaxed Italian vibe to the table. When it comes to color, navy is a brilliant choice because it pairs so effortlessly with blues and whites, the perfect maritime look. But light gray, brown and beige are fantastic options too. One final rule, never ever wear visible socks with yacht loafers. If you absolutely have to wear socks, make sure they're proper no-shows. And I really mean no-shows. If you can see socks peeking out, it's game over. Next up, we've got the stylish upgrade from flip-flops, Espadrilles. Originally a humble work shoe from the Mediterranean, especially Catalonia and the Basque region, made from linen and woven grass, Espadrilles were picked up by Yves Saint Laurent in the 70s and turned into a true summer icon. Espadrilles are even more laid-back than yacht loafers thanks to their rope soles and lightweight fabrics. When you're shopping for them, quality really matters. Cheap espadrilles with flimsy fabric and thin soles tend to look a little too fragile and feminine compared to the rest of your outfit. Go for thicker soles and materials like suede for a more structured, elegant look. And how do we style them? These shoes basically live for summer. For the most relaxed option, open shirt, swim trunks, and you're good to go. If you're aiming for that Riviera vibe, throw them on with shorts and, for example, the Frederick Summer Polo that we'll be launching soon. For smart casual options, go for linen shirts and chinos. If you want to really dial it up, combine them with a sharp dress shirt and tailored trousers. Trust me, it works. And if you want to max it out, summer suit, linen shirt and espadrilles. An absolute stunner of a look. Whether it's stylish summer parties, casual dates or just chilling in shorts, espadrilles are surprisingly versatile. Before we jump into the next shoe, I've got a tremendous announcement. I'm working on my own app. It'll let you digitize your wardrobe, create outfits and get smart, personalized shopping suggestions. All designed to help you build a better wardrobe without wasting money. The best part? It's completely for free. My business partner and I have been building it from scratch. Late nights, tons of experience, and even more heart poured into it. If you want to be part of it early, sign up using the link below. Or if it's already live, just download it straight away via the link. I promise it's going to be a total game changer for your style. And don't worry, I'll be taking you along for the ride in the coming weeks. Let's talk about boat shoes, a true classic with a surprisingly cool backstory. In the 1930s, amateur sailor Paul Sperry noticed something strange while out walking his dog on an icy day. His Cocker Spaniel had no trouble at all keeping traction while he kept slipping all over the place. Curious, he checked out his dog's paws and discovered tiny natural grooves that helped grip the ground. That's what inspired him to invent the razor sipping sole, little cuts that channel away water and improve traction on wet surfaces. Boat shoes were originally designed, of course, for life on deck, but quickly became a casual staple, partially because they age beautifully with a bit of wear and patina. When it comes to styling, boat shoes work similarly to Espadrilles. They're casual thanks to the sole and moccasin style construction, but they also bring a slightly more preppy, conservative vibe. A good quality suede boat shoe will go the distance. And speaking of real world proof, I'll show you my own battered pair that I wore fishing and yeah, maybe accidentally dunked them into salt water a bit too often. They've held up surprisingly well though, and the lived-in look actually adds some character. And how do we style them? Shirt and swim trunks? Easy. T-shirt and shorts? Works every time. Shorts, polos, lightweight shirts, basically anything summery and relaxed will pair great. And as you can see from these three gentlemen here, boat shoes pair perfectly with short sleeves and shorts. Even if you got a more muscular frame, the look still works effortlessly. It never feels boring or too conservative. Alternatively, go with a relaxed shirt, loose jeans or tailored trousers and boat shoes. And you're instantly well dressed without trying too hard. Now we're getting to one of my all-time favorite styles, loafers. Specifically the penny loafer, arguably the most versatile shoe a man can own. The story dates back to the 1930s when the American elite went on fishing trips in Norway and fell in love with the fishermen's slip-on shoes. When they brought a few pairs back to the States, photographers from Esquire magazine spotted them in Miami and LA, and the editor-in-chief pitched the idea to shoemaker G.H. Bass. They created their own version, calling it Norwegians, short for Norwegians. Sold for $6.50 a pair and marketed as casual fisherman shoes, they quickly became a hit among students who famously slipped pennies into the strap as either lucky charms or emergency change for a phone call home. A simple but clever design that turned into an icon. Before we dive into styling tips for the penny loafer specifically, let's look at the story of the two other loafers first. Because honestly, when it comes to styling, penny, tassel and horsebit loafers all play by similar rules with just few small nuances. That's the beauty of menswear when you really understand it. Things start to feel simple instead of complicated. Therefore, next up is the Tassel Loafer, a style that a lot of guys still overlook, but that almost every serious menswear enthusiast holds in very high regard. The Tassel Loafer was born thanks to Hungarian actor Paul Lukas, who won an Oscar in 1943. He brought some custom Oxford shoes with tassels on the laces from Europe to the US, hoping someone would create a sleeker loafer-style version for him. In 1948, he approached a few shoemakers, and eventually the shoemaker Alden stepped in. Instead of building a new lace-up shoe, they adapted their penny loafer by adding a leather strap with decorative tassels across the front. Lucas loved it, and Alden realized the broader potential, releasing the first Tassel loafers commercially in 1950. They quickly became a quiet classic, and today they're making a real comeback. Last but definitely not least, the Horsebit Loafer. Founded by a man whose real name, and I am not shitting you, was Guccio Gucci. The Gucci brand took root in the early 1900s when Gucci worked as a porter at the Savoy Hotel in London. Watching the wealthy guests arrive on horseback equipped with their gear, this sparked a lifelong love of equestrian culture. Inspired by that world, Gucci launched his first boutique selling luxury luggage in 1920. Fast forward to 1953 when Gucci opened its first US store at the Savoy Plaza Hotel in New York. Guccio's son, Aldo, noticed Americans' growing love for moccasins and loafers. To honor his father's passion for horses, he added a miniature horsebit, the small metal piece you see across the vamp, to a sleek loafer design. It was an instant success and helped Gucci establish its reputation not just for leather goods, but for iconic footwear as well. So let's talk about styling loafers in general. Most important to know is, a loafer is a loafer, whether it's a penny, a tassel or a horsebit. Apart from a few small design differences, they all style the same way. Uniform looks, as I like to call them, like a white dress shirt with jeans or chinos, show it perfectly. Same outfit, different loafer, still works. The loafer silhouette naturally feels a little more relaxed than a classic lace-up dress shoe simply because there is no lacing. That's what makes loafers perfect with suits if you want a slightly more relaxed Italian touch. But also just as effective if you want to elevate a simple shirt and trousers look or go for a smart preppy vibe. Of course, there are subtle aesthetic differences. Penny loafers feel the most conservative and minimalistic. Tassel loafers come across a little more playful and fashion-forward, especially popular among Italians. And Horsebit loafers are the most decorative, almost like a fashionable accessory that completes your outfit. For the penny loafer, there are endless styling options. A good penny loafer works equally well with a suit or with jeans. If you want a formal option, smooth leather in black or dark brown is perfect. For a more relaxed, summer-ready vibe, suede is king. Right now, with summer weddings and cocktail parties on the horizon, penny loafers are my #1 recommendation. Cooler, more comfortable, and a lot more versatile than a traditional Oxford. 3 easy ways to style them. First, a lightweight summer suit in linen. Cream tones works perfectly with light brown shoes, a pocket square, and a pair of sunglasses. This suit is by Surf Sweden. Second, a classic pairing with elegant trousers and a light blue shirt like the ones from Pini Parma and Fredericks. And third, the ultra-casual option, jeans, a t-shirt and a baseball cap. Even Simon Crompton from Permanent Style shows how great penny loafers can look with distressed jeans and a simple tee. As always, it's not just about the shoe, it's about the entire combination. If you're just getting started, dark brown is a fantastic first choice. For summer, lighter brown tones like the ones you'll see here are brilliant. Moving on to the Tassel Loafer. As I said, styling is very similar to the penny, just with a slightly more outgoing feel. Tassel loafers always add a little extra flair to an outfit. Italians absolutely love them, and it's easy to see why. They work well with suits, but feel a bit more playful, making them ideal for cocktail parties, summer weddings, or any time you want to look stylish without taking yourself too seriously. For everyday looks, they pair perfectly with a simple linen shirt and chinos. Clean, minimalistic, but with just enough spice to make it interesting. Even Alessandro Squasi, the legendary Italian menswear icon, styles them effortlessly. Alternatively, toss them on with a plain white shirt or a t-shirt, works just as easy. And finally, the Horsebit Loafer. If you want something a little flashier, a little more statement making, this is the loafer to watch right now. I'm wearing a pair from Merquist here. You'll find the link and a discount code to the whole website down below in the video description, if you're interested. The small horsebit detail almost acts like jewelry for your outfit. It ties everything together in a subtle but powerful way. But I especially love Horsebit loafers with simple, uniform style outfits. A white shirt or t-shirt, blue jeans, and a nice pair of sunglasses. They're also amazing for all black linen outfits or even for relaxed tailoring, like how Shia LaBeouf rocks them with suits. You'll see close-ups of a few looks here. Denim on denim, distressed jeans, and a combo with chinos. Horsebits bring just the right amount of sharp to casual looks. One thing to watch out for though, make sure the shape of your loafers stay classic and rounded. As soon as they get too pointy or too square, the shoe can start looking cheap very fast. Especially with Horsebit loafers, those little design details make all the difference between looking refined or looking like you're trying way too hard. If you've enjoyed today's video, I've got to be honest with you and say that it is crucial for the growth of this channel and ultimately for my work if you'd give this video a like, drop your thoughts in the comments, or even subscribe to the channel. All totally for free for you, of course, but a huge support for me. And for the outro, just to clear things up really quick. Did a few of you seriously thought that my Monster Energy story in the last outro was a paid sponsorship? Come on, guys. Do you really think a brand would sign off on me calling their drink a gas station disaster beverage and being embarrassed about drinking it? Honestly, guys, if I ever do have a sponsor, I'm proud to call it out clearly and make it official. I'm also legally bound to disclose it too. Also, I wouldn't sneak ads into the sacred chaos of my outros. Would I ever accept a Monster sponsorship? Honestly, I think the idea sounds hilarious because I've already got some ridiculous ideas in mind. But realistically, I don't think it fits the channel. Anyway, random update. I finally ordered that Twilight t-shirt I also mentioned in one of the outros earlier. And I'm still thinking about getting maybe a Pokemon bedsheet to surprise my wife when she comes back from the next trip. Because I think it's gonna be funny and I want to record her reaction. I hope she didn't hear it. She's in the room next to me, so yeah, if everything works out, fingers crossed, I'll get you a cool outro in the next times. Until then, your style consultant. I'm not that cool.